least once in their life, when one gets bullied, they think down of themselves, which can ultimately destroy lives, mentally and physically. Did you know that Mississippi is ranked 3rd in the United States of high school students who have attempted suicide due to bullying? While I was in high school, I got bullied a lot. It makes one feel insecure, humiliated, and very uncomfortable. I can give this information to you today because I have dealt with it most of my life. Another reason I can give you this information is throughout high school, I watched a lot of my friends get bullied as well, and I would try and stand up for them. The purpose of my speech is to give you reasoning behind why bullying is such an issue. It is potentially harmful to the one who is being bullied. We hear about teenagers all the time who are killing themselves from being bullied. No one deserves to be bullied or treated in a terrible way because others think it's funny. My parents have always told me those who bully are unhappy with their own lives, and that is why they do the things that they do. I am mainly going to go over why bullying is such an issue. Also, I want to go over what we may do to be able to help it. First, I would like to go over the different types of bullying. Being kicked, tapped, or even pinched are considered types of physical bullying. The scars and bruises will always be there as proof that you are a victim of being bullied. However, verbal bullying consists of being called names, being teased, insults, and threats. There's also social bullying, which is being ignored, having rumors spread about you, or even telling lies about you. Bullying in any kind of way is not cool, which teens nowadays thinks it is. However, if the teens nowadays just read some of the stories of people committing suicide from being bullied, maybe they would then understand that no one is perfect and no one should be belittled. Personally, I think that social bullying is the worst because people tend to believe others as the person they are trying to make one out to be. Social bullying is the leading factor of teens cutting themselves or even worse, committing suicide. Of course, you can try to forget about the things that people have said about you, but unfortunately, that is a lot easier said than done. I still, to this day, remember a lot of things that people said about me in high school. I just laugh now because they were all wrong about the person they thought I was and the person that I am now. When one is bullied, the one bullying does not understand the feelings behind what is being said. Physical bullying increases in elementary school, peaks in middle school, and declines in high school. However, verbal abuse remains consistent throughout high school. I would also like to go over the things we could do to try and minimize the bullying. According to WallethHub.com, Mississippi is ranked 11th in the country for overall bullying in schools. We as adults need to talk to the younger generations about bullying to try and prevent it from happening anymore. According to DoSomething.org, approximately 160,000 teens skip school every day because of bullying. Bullying is starting to interfere with learning, and this needs to be stopped. Also, 1 in 10 students drop out of high school because of repeated bullying. Did you know that 1 in 4 teachers see nothing wrong with bullying and will only intervene 4% of the time, according to DoSomething.org. Teachers need to start opening their eyes a little more to what is going on in front of them. The more teachers get involved, maybe the less students would get bullied. By the age of 14, 30% of boys and 40% of girls will talk to their peers about bullying. Since they will not talk to their peers about bullying, parents need to talk to their children and make sure they understand that they are worth the beautiful life that they have been given. And the ones bullying them are just upset with their own selves. According to antibullying.com, 90% of 4th to 8th grade students report being victims of bullying. Finally, I would like to go over the long-term effects of bullying. The effects that go along with being bullied include suicide, depression, poor school performance, and low self-esteem. According to NVEEE.org, suicide remains the leading cause of death of children under the age of 14 due to bullying. In most cases, the young people die from hanging themselves. Teens who commit suicide often suffer from depression. The depression may have started with things going on at home, but being bullied at school could be the breaking point for one's decision to commit suicide. Depression is an illness that no one understands. Bullying tends to lead to one having very low self-esteem. They will always think down about themselves. According to bullyingstatistics.com, signs of depression could be sadness, irritability, sudden loss of interest in activities, always tired, thoughts about death, and so much more. The purpose of my speech was to inform everyone about the different kinds of bullying, ideas to prevent it, and the long-term effects. I discussed a lot of information on bullying, and I also gave my own opinion on it as well. Again, I felt like I could give you this information today because I was a victim of bullying growing up. Also, I have done a lot of research. I hope I gave you enough information today so that you know more about bullying and the effects that go along with it. I hope that if you see someone being bullied, you will stand up for them and help them. No one deserves to be bullied, and something needs to be done to help those who are being bullied. I hope this information can help you talk to your children someday about bullying. When people hurt you over and over, think of them like sandpaper. They may scratch and hurt you a bit, but in the end you end up polished and they end up useless.